This call is being recorded.
Welcome to the artwork of CP, you guys. Just a quick programming announcement. I am launching a book / a podcast on February 14th. So be on the lookout for those two links. With the help of Danielle, obviously, I just recorded the trailer and 2 episodes for the Artwork of Jobs all about YouTube. Hopefully I can stay on the path of YouTube, and hopefully it won't be generalized like Ask Win, but yeah, so for those of you guys who do listen to Ask Win and do listen to the artwork of CP, you can now listen to a completely edited show from day one, and it's going to be called Artwork of Jobs, all about YouTube creation. And so that will be launching on February 14th. I'm also launching my book and on February 14th. And so, but today, Danielle and I are going to talk about social media and our thoughts on that. And so I'm going, Danielle, take it away. And I will step in when she needs me to step in. And I will let Danielle take it away.
Social media helps me by sharing my story with my own words. But there are some people who hit on you, and I don't want to be around those people.
And so I completely agree with Danielle. I completely agree with Danielle. I mean, yeah, I don't know whether they're trolls. I haven't quite figured it out yet. I don't know whether they're trolls or I don't know whether they just are trying to hit on cute girls because cute young women with CP, myself and Danielle. But I don't know whether these social media is a blessing, but as I was telling someone the other day, and I was on the Truths of Entrepreneurship podcast, which happens to be a YouTube channel. I didn't realize that. We'll get into the maybe next week we'll get into the versus YouTube channel versus podcast on the diary of the artwork of the CP. See, you guys, I'm still stuck in my head. It's a diary about fashionista, but the artwork of CP we'll get into next week. We'll get into YouTube versus a podcast. And I was saying, because I sit on the other side of millennial, I could absolutely leave my phone on a bar all day if I had to, and I can give my phone to someone and they can take it away from me. I mean, I'm not addicted to my phone. I do listen to podcasts, but there are different ways to listen to podcasts. I am literally not addicted to my phone. And see, I think these younger millennials, Danielle and I use it. Danielle and I use our phones primarily as assistive technology. These millennials without disabilities, thank you very much, are just addicted to their phones. And see, the problem with Facebook, in my opinion, is it goes on and on and on and on and on. And Facebook is more for friends. LinkedIn is more for business contacts. But my phone, my Facebook will ring. Facebook video chat will ring 24/7 if I let it, because people don't understand. I use it to promote my work. I also use it for assistive technology, but I took Facebook off my phone. And because Facebook eats your battery, and you guys have heard me say this before, I am much more comfortable on Twitter than I am on Facebook, because I just feel better on Twitter. I feel better using 180 characters instead of going on and on and on about my personal life. And so I just feel better. And since my dad died, I had to take a little hiatus off of Facebook and off of Twitter and reorganize my life. But I really feel like the fear of missing out on, they call it FOMO. FOMO is a real thing, the fear of missing out. And when I go to travel in March, hopefully, I will not bring my laptop. I will barely bring my phone, let alone my laptop, because I want to spend time with people. And people forget about the human connections. People understand that we make all these human connections online, but as I said, the trolls are real people too. And even though Facebook and all these social medias help share stories in all in the woods at the same time, we don't want to be around us. We don't want to be around those people who are hitting on us, quite frankly. And so, yeah, I don't, and Facebook and YouTube keeps changing 1,000 miles a minute. And I was just speaking to someone from TubeBuddy yesterday. TubeBuddy is a algorithm that helps YouTube, and I said to the one of the creators at TubeBuddy, I said, look, you need to make it so that people who are using screen readers blind can use TubeBuddy to help them create YouTube channels. And I have this in the recording, you guys. He goes, thank you very much. I didn't even think about that. So, as much as Danielle and I balk and squawk about how we don't like Facebook, or maybe it's just me that doesn't like Facebook, at the same time, we're using it to promote content, we're using it to promote, to share our stories, to share our memories too. And so, Danielle, am I the only one that doesn't like Facebook, or do I have a strong opinion against Facebook, or do you too? Yeah. Oh, the, oh, the, 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 I, yeah, so, no, yeah. Well, you love it some. Yeah. I hate Facebook. I'm only on there to promote my stuff, you guys. I hate it. 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 At one point I got rid of it completely, and then yeah, and then I'm only I'm not on Facebook as much as I used to be, and I hate Facebook. I truly do. And it's called fear of missing out. They call it fear of missing out. And I don't care if I miss out on the cutest pictures of cats or the cutest pictures of dogs. I just hate Facebook. I just hate Facebook. Now, Twitter, I'm a little bit more comfortable with, and I have finally figured it out because Danielle is younger than me. I grew up in the 90s without Facebook. So that's why I hate Facebook, because I grew up in the 90s without it. And I finally figured it out. I was sitting here. I also grew up in the 90s without LinkedIn, without the cell phone either. So I didn't get a cell phone, you guys, until I was, what, 17, if that. And my parents said, both because we were on a family plan at the time. And to those of you who are listening to this podcast, and to those of you who remember the Motorola StarTAC flip phones, StarTAC, sorry, and Motorola StarTAC flip phones, that's the phone I was using. None of this iPhone, none of this Google, none of this. And my dad had flip phone up until the day he died. Up, up. I'm not kidding. Up until May 19th, my dad had a flip phone. He didn't have Facebook. He didn't have. He knew how to send a text, and he knew how to send an email. But and he was sending emails from the hospital. I know he was because I emailed him, and they emailed me back. But up until the day my dad died, he had a he had a flip phone, and so and that was his generation. He didn't he said to all of us, "My fingers are too big to tap away on a smartphone," and he begrudgingly talked to my mom about getting me iPhone number 1. Now I'm on iPhone 10, and iPhone number 1 was on AT&T at the time. So that's why I hate Facebook, because I'm not used to it. Now I am older, and the generations behind myself and Danielle. I mean, Danielle is more technologically savvy than I am. I can barely figure out. I can barely figure out apps on my phone. I can barely get myself to listen to a podcast, let alone type an email. And that's because of the generations. That's because of the generations gap between Danielle and I. And it's only a small generations gap, but one of my aides was born in 86. And she and I was saying that we could leave our phones. We know where we put them, but we can leave them for a couple hours and not have them on us. But we're all so dependent on these phones nowadays that it's not even funny. And I finally figured that out, why I hate Facebook. And why I hate Facebook is because it's not my generation. It's literally not my generation. And so that is why I hate Facebook. But I'm only using it because of I need to promote my stuff as a solo entrepreneur. And so yeah. And so please support Danielle and myself as Danielle will still have a day job. I will not. As of May, I'm hanging my hat in the education field, which I'm so excited about. And then I will tell you guys that I hang my hat in the education field and start at this YouTube and content creation as a full-time job. And I will be making money off of it. Making money is not my problem because I have a big fan base and I have a bigger fan base that's growing every day. And so I will yeah, but that's why I hate Facebook, and this is why we use Danielle and I use Facebook, Stanley, and I am on Twitter more than I'm on Facebook. But yeah, this is all opinions on social media, and so yeah, that's it, and we'll leave you guys at that. And happy Sunday, everyone! Even though this is being recorded on Saturday. And Danielle, do you want to lead everyone out?
Yeah. 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 So, yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you for following us. Bye, you guys.
Bye.